To set up mClient with Alice software, follow these steps. First, as the administrator, install the mClient gate driver and OLE control extension, OCX file, from the provided FTP access. Next, install these files in the Tools console. Once installed, proceed to create user access in the Data Edit console. Finally, configure the mClient app in the settings after installing it on the phone. You can also customize mClient visually using setups in the Tools console. In the first step, we will show you the process of mClient driver installation. Once you have all the files downloaded from FTP, open the Tools console, enter the Services tab, and from the plus icon at the top of the screen, add the downloaded driver. If you choose the appropriate mClient exe file, the message service installed successfully should appear. After this step, navigate to Configuration Plugins located in the left tree view, and similarly from the plus icon, add the mClient OCX file. After correct addition, similarly, the file will appear in the configuration list and you will be able to access it. Please remember that the driver should be located in the DMZ, not on the Alice server. Let's move to the second step to explore configuration options in the mClient driver. Now, as we want to make the configuration in our driver, let's start at the General tab. Here, you can add a number for calling the monitoring station. Go to the Monitoring Center phone number window and just enter the number. In addition, if we want the user to use SMS and email from the mClient application in the other tab, we need to enter the exact names of the modules we have installed and already configured in Tools. The second tab, Ports, is used to configure the port on which our mobile application will connect. Use the plus icon to set the port in the HTTP port window or double-click existing one to make changes. Ensure the Port Active checkbox is checked. Here you can also set up encoding key and external IP. External IP is needed in order to get proper QR code. If you want to use it, remember to fill it. In the Additional tab, there are extra configuration options of the mClient application. Here we can select two-step login, device activation request, and access request options. Choose how to send verification codes in Priority Verification window. Via SMS or email. Be sure to save your settings. As mentioned earlier, you can generate a QR code by clicking on the QR code icon in this tab. This will generate the code with your application configuration, including the IP and port numbers. It's a great option for time saving and efficiency. The fourth tab is for visual configuration of the mClient application if desired by the user. You can change the colors, add a logo, and on the right side on the visualization, see how it will look. After the changes, you can save them on your computer by clicking the icon in the upper left corner named as Save Color Configuration. Final step is to approve changes with the green button on the right. The last fifth tab gives you options to configure the text that will be sent to the user. Instead of the code itself, you can still add some text. For example, here is your activation code. However, if you change your mind, you can always click Button Default and you will go back to the original version. Once you have made all the necessary changes, please remember to go to the Services tab and restart your mClient driver. Now it's time to create users' remote access in the Data Edit console. If you want to give a user access to the mClient application, you need to log in to the Data Edit console. After that, select the desired account. Go to the Detailed Data tab and select the Persons tab. Afterwards, select the appropriate user. Press the Remote Access tab. It is located at the end of the list. After that, press the Enable Remote Connection checkbox, then give the user login and password and assign rights to this person from the list below. If you want to grant all accesses at once, use the checkbox icon on the right. Now it's time to configure the user's mClient mobile app directly on the phone. It is time to download the app from the Google Play Store or App Store, depending on what kind of phone the user has. After downloading and opening the mClient app, the main menu window will appear. At the bottom of the screen, you will see the Settings option. Click on it. The configuration options will then appear. Click to set up new connection data. You have two choices. Either manually enter the IP address and port that were assigned earlier in the Tools console, also with the encryption key if needed. or click on the Load QR code with Settings option, which will automatically load the configuration. Now the user can log in successfully. In the final step, let's explore how you can personalize your experience. In the Data Edit console on the selected account, you can configure the Remote Access tab for the user, where there is an option to customize the mobile window, that is, what will be shown to the user after logging in on the given account in the mClient application. For example, we can set the location. In addition, there is an option to customize filters for customers, where you can choose which filters to be active and which not. Just select a given filter, for example, signals, and move the arrow to the left or right, depending on whether it should be active or not. You can also change their display order. If we want to configure more filters for the user, we need to go to the Definitions tab, then into the Dictionaries and into the Filters for Customers tab, after which we will be able to add a new filter just by using the plus icon. We fill in the fields, for example, name, events, description, events on account, filter, plus events, time, 1 hour, icon, and for whom it should be available. 4 characters can be used when creating filters. First character plus, by adding it before the search phrase, is equivalent to the phrase being required in the list item. Second character is a negation. It excludes the item containing the specified phrase. Third character asterisk means a common part. Fourth character space is equivalent to the plus sign. After setting up the Data Edit console and logging into the mClient app, you'll find the new location next to your account. Next, open the Signals and Events tab on the account in order to see the filters you added. Fantastic! That is all for now. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please discover other tutorial videos on our YouTube channel and remember to subscribe.